Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to today's morning ramble. And today, I wanted to share a new insight I've had into something that I call the fork analogy. And I first heard a version of this from one of my mentors, Dr. George Pransky. And he said that when somebody comes to him with chronic anxiety, they're a worrier. And he talks with them about the nature of the mind and how the mind works. And they come away, they come back to him and they say, wow, that was really helpful. I'm worrying less than I did before. He said he hears that as them saying, hey, great news. I'm stabbing myself in the leg with a fork less often than I used to. And I always thought it was a funny analogy, and I kind of got the point that, it's something we're doing it to ourselves, and if we see that we're doing it to ourselves, we'll just stop doing it. But if we don't really see we're doing it to ourselves, we're still going to do it because it looks like it does something good for us, or that it's nothing to do with us. And I think the two things that seem really apparent to me as an ex-worrier, and I don't know if I'm really a completely ex-worrier, but, to quote George's clients, I certainly worry less than I used to. I just saw the other day just how much worry is something we do to ourselves. We worry ourselves. Now, I do think that we think it's a good idea. I think that we think that worry in some way keeps us safe. I think we think that worry in some way motivates us, that by keeping something in the front of our minds and worrying it around, we're in some magical way going to stay on high alert to prevent it. But the problem is we're not designed to stay on high alert. We're not designed to be at our best when our perception channels are already full. And so the very thing that worry looks like it's going to help us do, which is to stay safe, to, make sure that we spot danger and to prepare for it, actually makes the built-in danger detector in humans less effective. So it would be almost like having a burglar alarm set so high that it goes off all the time. Well, at a certain point, you're going to stop paying attention when the burglar alarm goes off because it's just become background noise. So if there's an actual burglar, you're utterly unprepared for it. Sort of like the burglar alarm that cried wolf. So here's the thing. I could see the first part, or the second part. I could see the part about how it doesn't really do for us what we think it's going to do for us, and that did help. And as I say, I worry less. But just in the last week, I've really seen the fork in the leg part. I've really seen that I am the one worrying myself. It's just a habitual thought. It's a habitual use of the mind. It's a habitual, in the words of the Scottish mystic Sid Bank, misuse of the gift of thought. And when I see myself doing it, when I see myself worrying myself, when I catch myself in the act, it's actually really easy to put down the fork. I don't even have to, okay, now I shouldn't stab myself in the leg with a fork. It's really bad. I'm gonna work on this. The second you see it, you stop doing it. So that's your cue for today. If you wanna play with this, is just over the next few days, see if you can catch yourself worrying yourself. And if you see yourself doing it, maybe really kind of reflect on, is this actually something I want to be doing? And if not, you can stop. Have fun, learn heaps, happy exploring. I'll talk to you soon.